Hi and welcome to my playhouse and Happy New Year! Well, first video of the year is always a tour of my playhouse. So it's in the background here. Down here is the Christmas tree, and there it has been cut into half because it's a tradition for the kids to make to misbehave apparently, and do stupid things like putting the Christmas tree up in the flagpole here. But never mind that. Let's go around the playhouse. I would still get some fun out of that, but here is my playhouse, and this last year some things has been happened. You can actually see on the roof up here I have some solar panel mounting stuff. We might have a look at it if you remind me. I do actually also have some Christmas lights. There they are. First time ever that I have installed Christmas lights, and these are very fancy. There's 600 small LEDs there. They look so much better at night, but yeah, we almost can't see them, so I'll turn them back off. It's run from an app. From the outside here, not much has happened. I put this up last year. It's still good, and it still have the key lock there. No one has broken in that way. So yeah, let's go this way. It's a dreadful day. The garden is wet and it has been raining. Right now it's only a drizzle. Here we have one of the first projects that we have been working on, but that I haven't really gotten very far with, is the new heat pump. And it works. I need to put in some one-way valves, because when this one runs, it only wants to run the water up in this one and then back again. So I think that's teasing me. So I need to put in a one-way valve for the water to go the right way through this and not just, well, heat the other box. And the reason why I have two heat pumps is that this one runs of 400 volts and this one runs of 230 volts, and I want to be able to run it off solar. I could run this one off solar, but then I need to make 400 volts, 3 phases from solar, and that's difficult. So the rest of this is a mess. I keep stuff. So yeah, firewood lives in here, trying to keep some of that dry. I guess this is probably gonna be for next year, but yeah, garden. The ladder usually is up against the hedge there, but yeah, it's has fallen over. The garden looks dreadful, but yeah, it's okay. My punch pool project here. Oh, there's water in there. Yeah, it's not easy to keep that dry. But we're doing our best. Over here I've been chopping up some waste wood that I had over here, and also I had chopped down some trees that was leaning very badly out here. I've done that a lot this year. I trimmed down this tree and that tree and that tree and that tree, and over here I trimmed down that tree. And did I trim down? I think I trimmed down that tree. That's an apple tree. And I need to trim down this tree. That's on the to-do list. So this project, I haven't touched it. So but from here we get a good view of the solar things. That zooming in, I put all the bars up there, but I never got to put the solar panels on there. I wanted to be perfectly sure that the roof was not leaking. So yeah, it's so much easier to make it not leak as long as they are not there. So, but I need to move them. They're on the garage over here. Finger there. That's the garage. Here was a huge tree that I chopped down. That's most of the firewood in the over where we saw it. That came from this tree. It was like 7 meters tall or something, so it has given the garden a lot more light. So over here is the firewood that I'm using. It has gotten wet, but it's only wet on the surface. It will dry up really quickly. Other than that, I don't think much has happened. I am slowly but surely taking batteries out of the basement. This was my battery bank, and they're no good no more, and they're very, very heavy, and my bag is not very good, so I take one now and then put it up here, and I need to decide what to do with it. And the garage. So as the kids likes to play tricks on you, and if you don't move your garbage cans out of the way, you can go and find them, and that's a drag. So they're here. This is the winter garden. There's a big box from a server. There's a printer that we haven't gotten to. And yeah, let's go inside. Oh, and that's the Yale doorman that I installed in a video a couple of years back. So this is the entry, and in here is the data center. It's not very big really, so yeah, it might look bigger when we're filming in here, but this is what it looks like. Still have some blade servers and stuff, and more stuff here, and screen. I think we're still copying over. This is messing with me. I don't know why it's taking so long. The data center have the unnamed NAS, have 3 IBM X3650s Model 1, 3 IBM 3650 Model 2, SR650 Lenovo, and Lenovo X3650 Model 5, Model 4, Model 3, Model 3, Model 3, Model 4, Model... Oh, that's an Asus server, and then there's an IBM X3850 X5. Then we have a UPS, a small one, Power Walker, and then we have the storage array. We have one doubtful disk down there. In the other rack we have some empty space, but behind here there is a 10 gigabit switch up in the top one, and I forget if there's anything in there, but Model 3, Model 3, Model 3. And then we have the Hewlett Packard Enterprise Cloud Line 3100 Generation 3. We have an automatic transfer switch. We have a data probe iBoot bot, where more or less you can turn on and off power for our devices. It's connected to the blade sensor, so if I want to turn the blade sensor on, I can actually do that from my phone. So down here we have the blade sensor. It's an IBM Blade Center H. It has room for 14 blades, and there are different grades in there. Then further down we have a Hewlett Packard DL380 Generation 6. We have an old IBM server. I really should check that out. Then we have an IBM X3550 M4, and then we have 2 disk shelves. These are NetApps. I stole some disks from here to put that in the cloud line. So there's 100 terabytes in that Cloudline server. The 2 racks here, I have tried to insulate them so that this out here is the cold zone, and behind them are the warm zone. So there is some insulating foam here. You can kind of see it up here. It's not the greatest job I've ever done. It kind of divides so that it's hotter on the back. And then over here I have nothing less than a yoga mat as a door that I can take out, and I can get behind the racks. So that was kind of the data center. There's room for improvement. This is the hallway, and this is the washing machine where I whitewash all my drop money and dirty laundry. And yeah, this is going out. I should be cleaning it. I have had it almost clean, and then I've put stuff on it again. I bought a welder this year. I have tried a little bit, but I'm not very good at it. Then in here is for the time being main bathroom, and it's not fancy or anything. I have been improving on it. I painted the window this year, I guess. But other than that, there's a bathtub. It works very well. I like it. Radiator, and it's starting to it's not great. Rust on the radiator. I'm pretty pissed about that. Here we are. This is how we record. We have a tripod and a camera and fluffy fluff thing here on top, and I can see what's going on. Well, now you can see what's going on, right? And yeah, I got this faucet for my birthday, one of those automatic ones that comes on. So also the toilet now has soft close, even though the toilet is going out whenever this. Yeah, so is the sink and the mirror, and yeah, more or less everything out here when I get to it. And this room is next for renovation. Yeah, and that tank that people are so afraid that I'm gonna get in my head when I'm in the bathtub is also gonna go out of here. So yeah, I have been vacuuming. More or less, it's for the wood stove here. Whenever I clean out the ashtray in there, I sometimes use the vacuum cleaner and clean that up. It's on right now. It's a lovely wood stove, and I did a video on it. This was from last year. I put that in last year, but it's you can control it from your phone, and you can turn it on, and it will do these pallets. You can see I didn't get that with the vacuum cleaner. There's room for pallets down there, and you can turn those on, and then you can put wood in there, and then it will turn the pallets on, and when it has turned the wood on, it will stop the pallets and it will burn wood until the wood is gone, and then it will continue with the pallets. That is cool. But other than that, this is the living room. I should turn on the Christmas decoration so that you can see that. So that is cool. I got a Christmas card from the UK, Sasha. Thank you, Sasha. And yeah, I've made a mess. I've been messing with network cables here, fiber optic cables. I shouldn't do that in the living room, but I have. Out here is the winter garden. It's cold out here. Just new supplies of Coca-Cola, which is not Coca-Cola, but Lidl's cheap version of cola. And there is a box from the last server that I got from Bargain Hardware. So thank you very much. And we have a printer here we need to mess around with at some point, and some other stuff that really shouldn't be here. I should throw stuff out from in here. So yeah, that's the winter garden. Nothing has happened. Oh yeah, actually something has happened out here since last year. I had the old wood stove in here, and I had that all summer, because it's not in the summer seasons where you sell stuff like that. It's when you get to the heating season, and it was exactly like this one, just not as smart, and I saw that, so that was good. I was very happy to get that out of there. This is the second living room, and I have a lot of stuff in here. Right now there is the Hewlett-Packard DL560 Generation 8 on here. And I have a lot of stuff on the table that I've been messing around with. Did a video just the other day where I reformatted these IBM drives to a sector size of 512 instead of 528, which does that they will now work with Windows, so that is marvelous. I still have some boxes from when I moved. A lot of kitchen equipment over here that is perfectly fine, but I had 2 kitchens and now I have 1 kitchen, and yeah, I have too much kitchen stuff. And same with these boxes, good stuff that I don't like to throw out. In the hallway, this is this is where I recharge my Ryobi batteries. It's kind of in the middle of the house. So I have the charger. I use the Ryobi chainsaw quite a bit, so right now that's on the charger, 36 volt battery driven chainsaw. So, and out here is this is my walk into closet. My bedroom is in there. I'm not going to show you that, I haven't made my bed, but I go out here to get a fresh shirt every morning, or every second morning, or whenever I need a new shirt. This is a mess. I have a new door here. I think that was supposed to go over here. I haven't gotten that in yet. And this is where I when someone orders something in my shop, that's where I package that. So I have packing materials and stuff for that. I have a lot of cables here that I really should I need to put those in the shop. So yeah, good stuff. I have a lot of assortments here of stuff that is in the shop. A lot of different RAM and hard drives. This one is shoes, but at the bottom here is also stuff and packing materials, and another one with hard drives and stuff that you will find in the shop that I'm trying to sell to you. So out here is the kitchen, and yeah, there is some red wine on the table. I had a reception at work because I've been in the same place for 25 years, so I got a blotchy lot of red wine, and I'm slowly trying to drink some of it. I have one of the bottles here, but I usually it takes me 3 days to drink a bottle of red wine like that. So yeah, I'm not a heavy drinker. Usually the only thing I drink during a week is when I'm doing Discord with my Patreon supporters. Sometimes I get a glass of rum, so that's the amount of drinking that I do. The upstairs, we're gonna go that, but let's start in the basement. Let's try and go down there. I think I've turned on all the lights, I don't know. So I haven't done a lot of videos down here this year, but yeah, the Ryobi collection is over here. Batteries, stuff, cables is kind of a mess, and I've been messing with the cable here. This one, it's for the new batteries that I have in there, and it needs to go into this one because that hole is the same as in here. So I need to make that fit here, and it's a big problem. There's a lot of very thin cables in this cable, and if I try to get them in here, I'll break them. That's a thing I'm working on. Then I am balancing a battery from the battery bank in there. I kind of do one at a time, and then I swap them around. And right now I'm charging one block of cells. That's number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Number 5 is now up to 4.048 volts. So that is going in. Oh, the well pump is there and still draining the the well in the floor. Other than that, just stuff that I have laying around. I think everybody has a lot of stuff. And in here we have the wood stove, which is burning happily. Kind of waste wood. This is something that my neighbor was throwing out, so I got that, so now I'm burning it. I'm not gonna do a lot. I will just show you how to put one on. This is really dark, but that's the most ugly, creepy part of the basement. So we go through that, and we get into the battery room and the boiler room. And yeah, these are the battery banks that are in use right now. This one, yeah, I never mounted it very nicely. I should look into that, but it's my setup, and these two are not in operation yet. That's where I was messing around with the cables. You can kind of see I have the other cable here, and I have tried to sort of the end of it for it not to break up when I fastened it in the charge controller up here. So, but that's work in progress. So yeah, that's the battery room and the boiler room. This one is producing warm water right now, so, and a lovely lot of it. Okay, that was the basement. So back in the hallway, I have the annoying reindeer here. I'm not gonna play it. It's annoying. But I have insulated between this floor and the next floor because I'm not very often up here, so I'll just remove that. There. And you can't feel it, but it's considerably colder up here. It's nice and cozy downstairs. First thing in here is kind of a storage room and a guest bedroom. So And a view outside, and yeah, stuff. I have some boxes from some Ubiquity stuff that it's probably safe to throw those out now. This room is actually heated, but it's not very warm in here. So let's go in here. And this is the upstairs work mess. So more stuff, building material, fiber board lives there, and all kind of other stuff. Some tools and some stuff, some insulation, some more insulation. I've kind of decided to burn this stuff because I'm never going to use that, and it burns really well. Then we have the wood from a kitchen thingy, and I'm going to use that for the new bathroom. Over here is the other end of the upstairs. So yeah, this is some of the stuff that also needs to be fixed. I haven't gotten to, and I clean it sometimes. But yeah, I have a lot of some parts from an old kitchen. The rest of it is over here. That thing, that box in the middle of it, is the new bathroom. So we're gonna go and see that in just a little bit. It's kind of temporarily set up with power. I need to get that powered correctly. So yeah, let's go check that. That's probably the most progress that has happened here this last year. Oh, and this is the coolant from my heating system. When I wasn't living here, I was afraid of the house freezing and all the pipes freezing and bursting, so I had coolant in there. So when I tap some water, there's a radiator behind here, I have put some cloth over it so that it doesn't waste too much heat. But when I take water out of the system, I filter it and I put it back into the system, because there's a lot of expensive antifreeze in that. So this way. Oh, first we have a balcony out here. I could just open that door and check that out. So yeah, that's a look off the garden. There's a barbecue there and very ugly flooring, and yeah, it's something that also should be redone for sure. And in here is the new bathroom there, and that looks fancy compared to everything else in this house. So everything works. The water is on, and the shower is on, and the toilet here works, but the floor heating is not installed yet. Well, and the tiles are really nice, and I need some window thing over here. I did a window sill. I can't say that. In the video, that needs to come in. It needs to shorten or remove a little bit of these tiles for it to fit, but then it's gonna be great, I'm sure. So yeah, that's the new bathroom. It's kind of cool. The ceiling needs to be painted again, especially it was scraped over here with the sensor when the bathtub was moved in. It's not a bathtub, it's a shower cabinet. Oh, when that was assembled, we scratched the ceiling, so that needs to be repainted. And purchased this very bloody expensive mirror here that you can press, and it lights up. You press it once more, and there is like an anti area so that it doesn't fuck up. But very cool. And then there's these nice drawers. I thought they had a Star Trek look to them, so I kind of liked them. Oh, there's a little box here because I had trouble with the drainage. It was leaking, and I didn't want to ruin the cabinets. So that's all the cabinets. And I installed power in one of them. Not that one. Down here there's a power plug, which is really smart, so you can charge your whatever out of the way inside the cabinet there. So yeah, that's cool. So if you're a really long time viewer of this channel, you will remember something about a sleeping loft. Oh, I can assure you nothing has happened up there for at least a couple of years. So oh, that's where that power plug went. So that was my PlayHouse introduction of 2022. New year. Have to remember that every time you sign something, you have to remember that new date. But yeah, Happy New Year, everybody. If you like this format of video, this is kind of what I do every week for my patrons. We do a little walk around and I tell the patrons about what has been going on this weekend, and they get small behind the scenes of stuff that I don't usually film. So do consider becoming a patron and join me over there. But other than that, Happy New Year, and thank you very much for watching my videos. Do subscribe to my channel so that you can see me again, and have a really nice day. Bye bye.